This is Robin with Great Mystery, and I'm with TERRI DANIEL. TERRI is an interfaith minister and hospice worker and the founder of the Afterlife Conference. She's also the author of 3 books, A Swan in Heaven, Embracing Death, and the recently published Turning the Corner on Grief Street. TERRI, it has been said that you have a radical approach to grief. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, it has been said. And my approach is that I want to give people tools beyond the traditional grief counseling tools. There's a lot of good work out there that supports people in grieving any way they need to, for as long as they need to. Tools such as don't let people tell you it's time to move on and get over it. That's all really good, valuable material. But a lot of people aren't given any tools to take them beyond that. So they stay grieving indefinitely and don't know where to go next or how to turn the corner. And the tools that I try to bring in have to do with shifting the way we perceive our losses, shifting the whole perception that we have of how life works. For example, I've had many people speak to me about their Christian, Judeo-Christian perspectives, and they say, well, I thought if I was a good person, God wouldn't let something like this happen to me. And I learned from working with people who have that view that it requires a shift in your understanding of what you think God is. And those are the kind of tools that I want to offer. I really am asking people to walk headlong into a crisis of faith and embrace the possibility of changing the way we look at human experience. And in doing that, we can find a lot more peace when we're coping with loss.
That is so valuable, and I think also, I've heard you talk about also, our perspective of death, that it isn't an ending.
Right. So it's not only changing your perspective of how life works and realizing that everything happens for a reason, but changing our understanding of death is a big part of that. Now, most people experience grief as the result of the death of a loved one, but not all. There's a lot of different kinds of reasons why we could be grieving. We grieve over the loss of a job, or the loss of our health, or our house going into foreclosure. But in terms of death, yes, it makes a huge difference to learn that death is not an enemy, nor is it an ending. It just takes that relationship and puts it into a different form. So that's a very metaphysical approach to grief when you're looking at changing the way you look at death. But you can't really do that without also changing the way you look at God and human experience in general.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for the important work you're doing.
Thank you, Robert.